This is SideQuest. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning back in.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
No, that was a movie reference, Zach.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Look, I'm howdy, howdy, howdy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Daryl? I'm sure you've seen it.
Seen what?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Give me that.
Goonies.
Yeah, that's the Goonie.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
But he did a reference too.
What was it?
Fat Albert.
He just straight up gave it away.
He could have just repeated it.
That's all right.
Anytime I say, what is it? Just repeat the reference. Don't tell me what it is.
That was a show created by Rufy Cosby.
Was it created by him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it started in his stand-up routine. Yeah.
Really? Hey.
You know, that brings up a really good point about the. I'm not going to call it whatever. I'm not going with the buzzwords right now, but it speaks volumes about what is going on in society today, and it sucks that we can't appreciate somebody's art because you find out that they're a piece of shit.
No,
right.
Actually, Dave Chappelle actually did like a whole comedy skit about it.
Well, yeah.
Where it was kind of
he's gold.
Well, he did like a scenario where I don't want to use the buzzwords either.
Right.
But
They're so commercial.
But you know, you can look back at some of the triumphs that person may have accomplished for that community. Mm-hmm. You know, some of those milestones that they really broke a lot of headway with, and you know, a lot of history was made through that person, while still thinking he's a piece of shit for what he did. Sure. Look at what he did for others. Don't look at the person. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I spaced out. Who are we talking about exactly?
Rufy Cosby.
Yeah, Rufy Cosby.
Yeah. I like to think of separate the art from the artist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think
agree.
there's a line in the sand.
There is a line.
You know, it's like, okay, today we know he's a douchebag,
Right.
so we're not going to support him from this point on. But that doesn't take anything away
From what he
from
did.
from
everything they accomplished for the community.
I mean, it does to the victims, and I'm not, victim blaming by any means, but
it doesn't mean like his comedy wasn't funny. It doesn't mean his shows weren't good.
Well, I guess have any of you guys watched American Gods?
I haven't.
Some.
I haven't watched it either. But somebody I was talking to today said that this latest season, Marilyn Manson was supposed to be a character in it, and he was in it for like 5 minutes, and then he has been like digitally removed, and so the whole plot, it leaves plot holes because he was supposed to be in these episodes.
Okay.
And that brings up another point. All the stuff against him are accusations. I mean,
Innocent until proven guilty.
yeah, well, not in this society, not anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything really other than blow the whistle,
Than a Twitter mob or
yeah.
It's just it's a very dicey hill.
I saw a lot of the.
It makes me glad we're not famous.
Well, I saw a lot of a lot of people commenting on that stuff, and a lot of people were talking about how the ladies he dated knew what they were getting into and things like that. That doesn't justify being a douche,
absolutely
but
not.
No. I think the biggest takeaway I get from everybody is like, didn't you expect that? And I get it. I mean, Manson's persona is fake. It's like Alice Cooper. It's not Alice Cooper, that persona on the golf course.
Right.
There is a separation, but there's got to be
some reflecting,
some
of,
loose issues in the guy's head. You know, ladies, guys, you get into relationships with somebody who portrays themselves as that. Establish a safe word from the get-go, and establish your limits. If they go beyond that, get the fuck out.
But it's also very easy for us white males to speak in issues that we shouldn't
true.
really have a say
And
in.
like Evan Rachel Wood?
Mm-hmm. One of them.
Yeah, I know she was like 19 or something, and he was like 30 or something at the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of there's a big, difference in. I don't know.
Fuck you, Brian. Fuck you, Brian.
Maturity, or just like knowing your own. I don't know that, like sovereignty. I guess just like knowing,
because you definitely don't have your shit figured out when you're 19.
Right. And you might be like looking at, it's like, oh well, he knows more than I do. I'm going to go along.
God damn it! This side quest went south again.
Just in a matter of.
I would like to say that I brought a special beer this week. It's called Union Jack IPA, West Coast style IPA by Firestone Brewing, and it's kind of tasty. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah.
So Zach and I are the only ones sampling it at the moment.
I will try one. But
I've found during our little expedition with the cooler in the room that IPAs ain't bad.
Fucking hipsters.
It's got Irish in the title. So
I was listening back to like our Christmas end of the year podcast one that we did, where we just sampled all the beers.
Mm-hmm.
That would be what I was talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
It's okay. Way to catch up.
Shut the fuck up. I listened back to that whole episode was fucking hilarious. But the one that stuck out to me was the fucking hipsters in your left-handed notebooks that I said. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, that threw me for a loop.
Well, that's funny because your grandpa's left-handed and your aunt is left-handed.
I know.
Yeah,
you freaks. No, I'm kidding.
Apparently they're hipsters. So, David, Allison, yeah, hipster scum.
I'm left-handed.
You're lying.
No, he is. He just plays guitar right-handed.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Are you for reals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
crazy.
I knew there was something off about you.
Well, there is something
Right.
off about me because I was probably meant to be a righty. I eat and write with my left hand, and everything else I do right.
Which hand do you wipe your ass with?
My dad is that way.
Right.
You're right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd say you're a righty by nature then.
The real test.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to go off the rails anymore. I knew where that one was going.
Ambidextrous.
It takes both hands.
I sit on my left hand.
It takes two to make a thing go right.
Have you ever given yourself a stranger?
It takes two to make it out of sight.
Shows. Anybody watched any shows lately?
I've been dipping in and out of The Crown, and I'm Brooke is at the portion just before Princess Diana comes into the picture. I don't know. It's not as cool as when it was like the young queen.
Yeah,
but it's still a pretty good show.
Careful, we put this out on the internet. She will find you.
I
didn't realize her husband was still alive.
Oh yeah. Alive is a strong word.
The cool thing about The Crown is that there is so much about the monarchy that I didn't know. Part of that is because I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where you start learning about it. Hey, this is pretty cool. And so then I'm watching an episode and something happens. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm looking it up online and finding out more about it and stuff like that. But
no, that's cool. I've heard a lot of people say that The Crown's really good.
It is really good.
I need to check it out.
It's really good. The casting director was very generous.
All right. I started. I'm through season 1 of Peaky Blinders.
I've heard that's really good.
It's really well done.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's like 1919 Birmingham, England.
Alabama.
Not Alabama.
No.
But yeah.
Cool series on last podcast on the left. I'm still in 2019, man. I'm catching up, but they have done a 6-part series. I'm getting ready to start the 6th part, and these are 2-hour podcasts, but it's a deep dive into Mormonism.
There's
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's a lot there.
I had no idea.
There's a lot.
And I didn't care, but now that I'm finding out, it's like, wow, this is crazy, huh? So, everybody finished WandaVision except for Q,
except for me.
Yep.
Satisfied with the ending?
Yeah,
I think we already talked about it.
Yeah,
did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What else? Falcon and the Winter Soldier is getting ready to start. It will have started by the time this airs. We're actually 2 weeks ahead of schedule right now.
Yeah.
Also, we will have played with Saving Abel. So I hope you were there. And D gave you a big hug.
We totally kicked ass.
Hugga. Absolutely.
Hugga.
And if you missed it, be sure to check our band page so that way you can see all of our upcoming shows. And
there
you guys
are a
can
few.
make out.
There are a few. Is anybody excited about Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I don't get excited about DC anything.
Really?
I don't.
It's hard to get excited about their films.
Yeah.
But, I mean, those are like the OG characters. You know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. You know, that's where it all started.
I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. Fuck, never mind. I lost my train of thought. It's like I respect them for being the OGs.
Yeah.
But I've never liked them. I've never liked those superheroes.
They are not. I don't think they're as deep. I hate to say deep. They're very one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
They're
They're very one-dimensional.
They're pure good.
Yeah, they're pure good. Batman being the exception to the rule.
And that's the one I've enjoyed. I enjoyed all the Christian Bale Batman movies. I thought they were great.
Yeah. And that's why he's been done to death too.
Yeah.
Did you all watch the original Justice League?
No.
Yeah.
I
don't really remember it.
Yeah, I've watched it. I finally watched it probably a couple of months ago, and it was not terrible. It was definitely better than Batman versus Superman. The problem is that they look at the Marvel formula in year 7 and like, oh, let's do that next year.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where the problem was.
I want to say that a lot of those
way too fast.
A lot of those movies are poorly handled. I mean, because I like the characters.
Yeah,
I like the ideas behind it. But
dude, I actually fucking love Aquaman. Everybody hates Aquaman. I love Aquaman.
Get that out of my face.
Put it in your mouth.
I actually really dug Batman vs Superman, until about 45 minutes in. Then I'm like, what are they doing? What? Come on now, just keep it going.
The two things about Batman versus Superman that killed, I guess it's three. So number one, the anti-humor. That fucking movie had zero.
Oh,
humor.
right.
I mean, there were. I think maybe Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was supposed to inject a little humor. That guy's not terribly funny.
Well, and my other thing, I don't think that's a good casting for Lex Luthor, but
I didn't think it was bad. I just think it. I don't know. I thought the main villain in that one. Who was the main villain?
Was it Darkseid?
No, because Darkseid is the one that gets dropped into this one.
Superman.
Well, actually, to start out with, Batman thought he was. That was the whole deal. Anyway, the bad guy in that, the CGI made me feel like the first 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies. They really did. I mean, it felt like one of those bad guys. And then...
Zoinks!
Yeah. Wonder Woman's theme. I didn't have a problem necessarily with Wonder Woman's theme, but it was like when she arrived, it was like this theme that it felt very Robert Rodriguez. You know, it felt like it should have been in Spy Kids. And so you're like in the middle of it. You've got this Scooby-Doo fucking villain, and then she swoops into the Spy Kids theme, and it just was. You got 8 cylinders, and one of them was firing. That was about it. I never really had a problem with Affleck as Batman. Yeah, I could take him or leave him. But they fixed a few things in Justice League. I mean, they lightened it up. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what the original vision was. I can't remember what somebody died in Zack Snyder's family, and that's why he had to leave the project. And then Joss Whedon took over. And I would think Joss Whedon's hands are capable, but he just come off of Age of Ultron, and of course people just rode his ass for Age of Ultron, which I thought was a good movie.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
I really love that one.
I'm a Joss Whedon fan.
Yeah.
I loved Buffy back in the day.
I would say some of the things that, whether it was actually him or if it was in the original, I won't know until I watch, do kind of feel forced, like some forced humor, squeezing in a gag or something like that.
Yeah.
But
in other news, I've been perusing horror movies on Amazon, and
that is a fun rabbit hole to go down.
It really is.
Yeah.
I think next on my list is Ju-on.
Oh yeah,
the original Grudge.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. The last one I rewatched, which is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, The Ruins. I rewatched that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you guys haven't watched it, highly recommend it.
I haven't seen that one.
I'm not going to give you any details. Just go in blind because that's the most fun that way.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's good.
Yeah,
it's definitely up there with one of my favorites.
Yeah,
for originality and all that stuff.
Have you gone through the Hell House LLC trilogy?
I watched the first one with you.
First one is incredible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a found footage, which I honestly have a soft spot for found footage films. I love them. Mm-hmm. I love the DIY-ness of them.
Can I jump back real quick?
Yeah.
Speaking of found footage, I showed my girlfriend Angel
Grave Encounters.
I showed her Grave Encounters, which is a diamond in the rough. I love that fucking movie. Yeah. It's one of my favorites of all time. But I showed her Blair Witch, the original.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's just kind of boring. I was like, you got to understand. I was like,
this was the stepping.
This was the foundation that paved the way for found footage movies.
And the thing is that people now can't understand the hype around it. Sci-Fi Channel did a whole documentary on it before the movie came out. I mean, they sold this shit as a real story.
Yeah, like I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know if it was supposed to be real or not when I saw it.
It's fucking good. It's still good. I rewatched it and I was like, holy shit.
But hopping back to Hell House LLC, the original concept is this group of friends. They put on an annual haunted house, and they buy this old supposed haunted hotel to set up shop this particular Halloween.
Yeah, I remember.
So not only do you have the supernatural element to the story, but you've got them decorating it with all kinds of creepy shit. So when weird shit starts to happen and they're walking through, and they've just got the camera rolling and you see, is that a prop or is one of the best things is they sold it right off the bat is there was this clown with bleeding eyes. So the eyes were black, it was just blood. and they were setting them up as props down in the basement, and it was like, yeah, we can't move the head, but it looks creepy enough. Set it right there. And so later on, somebody's chasing a noise, and he gets down there, and he's looking around and flips the camera over to where they're setting up against the wall, and that one clown is like looking to his left. It's like, what the fuck, I mean, but it sold a bunch of shit like that. And like one time he's walking through with the camera, and that fucking clown's right in front of him, and he's like, haha, funny dude, whatever, and he looks down the hall, and then he looks back, and the dude's right in his face, and it just little things like that. But you don't know what is prop and what is really fucked up. And then they built this whole mythos of the original owner that built the hotel, which is called the Abaddon Hotel, which is like a demon's name, Abaddon, and apparently had this, supposedly had this satanic ritual in the basement and sacrificed these people and whatever. And so these fuckers bought this hotel, to set up a haunted house. And so they got like the grand opening, and all the shit goes to hell, and so it's like they shoot it like a documentary. So it starts with the news footage of the tragic night. But then they have episodes 2 and 3, and they build on that mythos, and it's really well done.
2 and 3 is also really good.
Yeah,
not nearly as good as 1, but
2 I didn't feel was as good as 1. 3 really brought it back around.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it then, because I only watched 1 with you.
Yeah. So. Of course, the Paranormal Activities I thought were good. Very original, very low budget.
Angel hates them, and I was like, I think that they were really well done for their time.
Yeah. I like the second one as opposed to the first one.
If I even start talking about those movies, my wife's just like, don't even make me think about them. Don't make me think about it. I won't be able to sleep.
The Houses October Built.
Yeah.
Was really fucking good.
Really?
That was another kind of haunted house thing. These friends all hop in this RV, take the cameras with them, and they go on this road trip to find the most extreme haunted house. And so then they start finding like underground shit, like it's invite only, and
you have to sign a waiver.
But beyond that, and to the point where they're sleeping one night and they wake up because they hear sounds, and they turn on the headlights, and there's like 3 fucking clowns out in front, and just standing there, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And they start moving in closer. It's like just little shit like that. And they had a sequel to that one that was pretty good. The Taking of Deborah Logan.
I heard mixed things about it.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It's basically like a documentary about this elderly lady that is suffering from Alzheimer's, and it's basically watching like her descent into Alzheimer's as she loses it. And something more sinister starts.
Yes. And there's a scene in the end of that you're just like, whoa. I'm pretty sure it's practical effects, but it's like, what the fuck?
Damn, I have to watch it then. Yeah, because I heard mixed reviews about it.
No, it's good. Really,
the older movie, but I liked it a lot. This is not found footage, but The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
That was good.
That was a good one.
That was good.
I like
Jennifer Carpenter.
The Unborn. I'm a big fan of The Unborn.
Yeah, that was good.
Had some creepy shit in that movie that has followed me.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of The Unborn because I eat them every morning. Fried up.
Bone apple tea.
Daryl grows his own.
Yeah. Do you feast upon The Unborn?
Yeah. I think I was actually thinking of like some cool tattoo designs, and one of the things in The Unborn is one of the things I want to get tattooed, the dog. I think that'd be really fucking cool.
Yeah, see, I wanted to have something like that incorporated in the Mountain Breather video. That just never happened.
That would have been badass.
Well, what I wanted is a couple of the Foreman kids at that point, doing the where you're the back bend, where you're on your hands and you're
exorcism one.
Yeah, like the spider
Last exorcism one.
Except taking those basic white masks and putting them on upside down so they're right side up,
right,
and have them walking around and shit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fucking freaky.
Right.
Someone started running up on me like that, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, all you wild and crazy creatives. This is Matt with Off the Edge Podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. And did I mention it's free? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I love traditional horror movies, but man, there's just something about found footage. And
it's just got a sense of realism to it.
Yeah, there was an alien abduction one that I cannot remember what the hell it was called, and I'd love to find it again.
Is it the one? Really what is that one called?
Cloverfield.
No, but that one's fun.
No, that one was really
Watch that
good.
one in the theaters.
Yeah, everybody hates that movie, and I mean, Dad and I, we were big fans of it. We even did the trivia online thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think it lived up to the hype at all.
Yeah.
For me.
The thing I liked the most about Cloverfield, the first one, was all the little Easter eggs that Dad and I dug through and found. I mean, especially with like the closing scene.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
And that was another movie that had a really good example of viral marketing before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Like, I think my expectations were way up here, and it didn't. My expectations just were too high for the movie.
So the one that you're thinking of with Aliens, I don't think it is, because it was like a mix of found footage and it was also like normal footage, right?
Not the fourth kind.
Yeah, okay, so I was thinking of the fourth kind.
Yeah,
and that one was
it was good. It was good.
It wasn't bad, but I liked some of the premises.
I mean, Mila was in it, so it was pretty good.
But
which Mila?
Jovovich.
Yeah. The hottest Mila.
Yeah.
But
I get in fights with people about it sometimes. Like, no, Jovovich is the hottest Mila.
She's the only Mila.
What's the other one? The
Ashton Kutcher's.
Oh,
Kunis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought one was. Okay, I thought the names were pronounced different. Okay.
You know, that's kind of like the debate between Jessica Alba and Jessica Biel.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here going like, they're both out of my league. So
I'm team Alba.
Really?
Yeah, because she's got that girl next door kind of.
Really? No, I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Maybe I'm mixing up my Jessicas then.
Jessica Biel is the girl next door.
Okay,
yeah,
that's the one I like the best.
All-American.
That's the one I like the best.
Yeah, I don't see Jessica Alba as the girl next door.
Isn't one of those gals passed?
No.
In other news,
Jessica Biel was the one that was in Blade Trinity.
Jessica Biel, she's the gorgeous one.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
2 movies for anybody that is not familiar with Jessica Biel.
That's Justin Timberlake's wife, right?
Yeah.
Stealth.
Justin Timberlake.
There's a beautiful bikini scene under a waterfall.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And the remake of Total Recall. The best thing about that is a Kate Beckinsale, Jessica Biel fight. Violence aside, that's the hottest scene on on film.
and
Kate Beckinsale might be the most gorgeous human being that's ever lived.
Yeah.
She might be.
I don't know.
And when she's full on speaking British, then it's just like,
Yes, it is Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
This is why I don't talk much, because I fuck up shit all the time.
That's never stopped me, Daryl.
In other news, my ongoing Star Wars collection. Yeah, I'll take one.
I'll take another one. Or I'll take a PBR. I don't want to drink all your Union Jacks.
My ongoing and growing Star Wars collection.
Your ongoing growing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
right, Star Wars collection. Sorry.
Star Wars collection. I just picked up from old Zach Lum, drummer in Phlosion and Tracy and the Time Travelers. He sold me his prop helmet, which is Boba Fett's helmet, and it was actually casted from the original mold as the rest of the actual Boba Fett helmets that were used on set. So in terms of like having the helmet, I have the fucking helmet. Yeah. This is exactly what it looked like, all that. So I've got to cut out the front, put in the visor, and he gave me the visor too. And the antenna is actually like steel, so it's solid. You know, you don't have to worry about something bending or anything like that.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna look up the actual paint that they used to paint Boba Fett's helmet, down to the exact colors. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna try and paint it. I've never painted anything before, and I'm really nervous about doing it. I'll probably just pay Zach to paint it, honestly.
Is this how you're spending your stimmy?
I haven't gotten a stimmy. Still waiting. Hopefully on my old tax return, I can get some of those Donnie bucks, and then hopefully the Joe bucks as well. So,
nah, fuck Joe Buck.
Yeah,
worst announcer in sports.
Yeah,
but anyway, that's my current ongoing project. So
that's badass, man.
It's pretty cool. It's made of fiberglass, so that bitch is solid.
So we got a couple of cool things coming up. We're at 10 and a half songs. So the album will at least be 10.
I say 11.
Let's
do one more than the last one.
We're working on it. Inspiration just got a hit from one of us. Who knows? We got some shows coming up. Like we said, hopefully we had a good show with Saving Abel.
We did. We rocked it.
Well,
no, we're not calling shit no more.
That worked out so well for the Chiefs.
Well, you three called it.
Yeah.
And I laughed at you.
Okay.
And then it went bad.
No,
and I laughed some more.
Okay, fine. I remember you called it too, motherfucker.
No, I did.
No, he deferred.
They would win.
Oh, did you defer?
I did think they would win, but.
And so we got the Dirty Mule in Pittsburgh coming up in
Dirty Mule
in May 7th. I think we're going to be playing with Suitman, maybe Why Bother. Sounds like Forever Faded.
That's gonna be a good night.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Forever Faded. They got a video dropping. Should be out by the time you guys hear this. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out.
They're gonna have it out that fast? Didn't they shoot like this weekend or something? Or
no. They already what they're talking about is they're doing like a release party.
Oh, right on. Okay.
So they're doing a show, but they're gonna shoot it up on the projector.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, that is actually for us next weekend. So if you guys hear this and I wasn't there, that was because I was in Oklahoma City shooting a music video for Kira. So I'm sorry. Hope you had a good night. Take the Day. They got a video coming out, new song. It's about an old friend of mine, Justin Gardner, passed last year due to cancer.
Fuck cancer, man.
Yeah, that's someone that I consider a mentor recently passed from cancer.
Sorry to hear that, D.
It's all right. It's life.
Yeah.
Good woman. Was my boss for a while, and really profound life too. I mean, African American. She died at the age of 70. So you can imagine all the things that she saw and went through.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember. She told me this story a million times, but at the age of 5, she was subjected to 3rd-degree burns all over her entire body. Their house caught fire, and she was caught inside and survived it, but was told, she would never have kids or anything, and like it was just to be really detrimental to her life. Woman ended up getting a bachelor's degree in nursing, a bachelor's degree in social work, a master's degree in social work, and then not only did she get a master's degree in social work, she there's like 2 paths you can pick. One is policy, and one is counseling therapy. She got on both. So
holy shit.
So I really hated to to hear of her passing, but I mean, I know that she'll be resting well. You know, she had a big family that really cared and loved her a lot. Sharon Brown, I didn't know if I mentioned her name.
Oh. No.
But rest in power, Sharon Brown.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. She used to always tell me, one of the things that always stuck with me was that we're interviewing every day. And so, you know, anytime that we talk to someone, we're interviewing. And, you know, you always want to kind of put forth those things. And, you know, earlier we were talking about, you know, a lot of the people, the Cosby stuff and all that crap, you know, and stuff. And I don't know, it just got me thinking, like, I know I've made some distasteful jokes on here. And so thinking about Sharon and thinking about interviewing every day, I hope everybody knows that I'm not a total fuck off, total jerk. But
I think everybody has a bad day.
Well, no. What I'm saying,
and I think everybody's allowed a bad day.
For sure, indeed. I think that not everybody gets my sense of humor, or ours sometimes at times. Right. So, but anyway, I don't know. That's just kind of been weighing on my mind a little bit.
Speaking of life, I was very fortunate. I don't know how many of the audience listeners that know I was actually a mortician's apprentice for 3 years.
You want to talk about distasteful jokes? You should have been in the house the year. Not due to him. I'm the one with the distasteful jokes.
But you know, I was a mortician's apprentice for 3 years, so I look back on it and I was really grateful for everything I learned from that job, just because, you know, I learned a valuable lesson at a very, you know, young age, more than most my age, that the world keeps on ticking, man. You know, you're in the dirt one day and then, I mean, life goes on the next. So
yeah. And you know, I think that's a big driving force to me. Musically and podcasts and content-wise, man.
Create as much as you can, because you know tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Nope.
Yeah.
So.
No. But God damn it, we're getting heavy again. Hey, this is a call out to all you listeners. Podcastofftheedge@gmail.com. If you want us to talk about something, you know, you want us to
questions,
actually look up a topic and do some fucking homework and, you know, do like a real valid show.
I'm also a big fan.
Reach out to us. Again, podcastofftheedge@gmail.com.
They're all valid. I'm also a huge fan of Would You Rather questions. So.
Oh my God, that could be fun.
Oh yeah.
It's going to take at least 10 people to email us some questions for us to do that episode.
But if you would email us,
and you can email as many questions as you want, but it's going to take 10 of you for us to dedicate a whole side quest episode to Would You Rather. But I am all in.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
Yeah. So, you know,
Podcast Off the Edge.
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
If you listen to this show, tell your friends. You know, have them listen to a few shows.
Tell their friends.
Yeah, get some questions. You know, we're fucking stupid. So
friends, and their friends tell their friends. Their friends tell their friends.
All right.
If 1,000 people give us $1, we will have this album out.
$1.
All right, are we ready to jam?
I can't believe how hard it is to get people to do that. It's like,
what?
I don't know, like. You put something up.
Yeah, you tell your friend tells their friend.
Well, hey guys, just $1. If we get you guys just to put in $1.
Well, that's one thing I kind of like with Patreon in that aspect.
I get that, but there are several, like Last Podcast on the Left. I mean, they have such a successful Patreon. Of course, that's just one show. They own their own network. They have several shows across the network. But ultimately, between ad revenue and Patreon is how they make their money.
Yeah.
They actually tour now doing live shows, which are like comedy shows. They've gone global. They've gone to Australia. They've done Europe. They've done all that. So that obviously they make some money that way. But you know, I still haven't given to their Patreon.
Well,
it's
what I'm saying though, and what I mean is like, put something up. Hey, I got this project, guys. I could really use your help.
Yeah.
And if you just put in $1, that'd be badass. And you'll get crickets. Maybe you get 4 or 5 people to put in.
Yeah.
But I've run into these people on the street or at the bar or something. Let me buy you a drink. That's a fucking $5 Jaeger bomb, bro.
Yeah.
Buy a T-shirt, wear it.
I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of odd how people work sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's a social thing, and you should be all about that. I mean, you should know. You should have the science behind it.
It's really interesting.
Okay. So let me tell you this. I understand it, but I don't get it.
Right.
So there's so many times where I've had people, and I'm a sucker for funerals. I'm a sucker for people that are burying loved ones.
Right.
And they're like, hey. So I'll pump in something almost every time if they put a GoFundMe up or something.
Yeah.
Almost every, if I got it, I'll do it. No problem.
Yeah.
But last year I went to Germany and to start it off, I put up something up like, hey, somebody help me out with this.
Yeah.
I got $80 out of it. I was trying to raise $2,000.
Well, and I was going to put money in, and then you were gone. I was like, oh fuck.
Sure.
No, for real, dude.
but I'm like, come on, y'all. Just like. I got so many people that are like, education should be free, and like,
but also you can't have
put up or shut up, bro. Fucking help me out with this class. I'm trying to take this class in Germany. And
it's a social dichotomy, as to what we give to and what we don't.
Right.
I don't know. It's weird.
I think there's a big difference in my mind, like talking to someone and seeing them in person. And then like the impersonal way of like just putting something online and say, hey, would you donate to my thing?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think the online thing, the impersonal thing, the anonymous thing almost feels better.
I make mine anonymous almost every time
because you don't feel,
unless I'm trying to leave a note or something.
You don't feel pressure,
Right.
But I guess that's an easy way to duck out at the same time. I don't know. I know
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I know.
Some people definitely want like that, them attached. Not so much like they want to be attached to it, so that way they know.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it. It kind of builds a reward and like kind of builds their character by having their name attached.
I think it's a generational thing too.
Here we go with the ageism.
Well, a little bit, because the
fucking
time
millennials, goddammit.
the time that we did the GoFundMe,
right?
I know Zach and I both felt like asking for money. It's hard.
But you're giving something though in return.
Yeah, well, yes,
but then you look at.
But as a musician, we automatically undervalue everything we do,
and then you also look at.
That's why we don't make any money.
One thing I've never understood is like looking at like streaming platforms like Twitch, where they have like the whole community of like, as long as you're creating and you're like entertaining these people, they just throw money at you. Like some of the big time streamers that have been doing it for a long time. I think it's baffling that people are just like, oh, here's $100 because fucking why not? Have a good day. And I'm like,
so I listen to some people that got Patreons and they're like at the $250 a month level, it's like people are fucking paying you $250 a month. One person is doing it, I'm like, holy shit.
It was funny when last podcast first launched their Patreon, they were like, okay, if we get $1 million subscriber, we will take you to Six Flags. He was like, okay, so you're going to take them to Six Flags with the money they give you?
You pay our band. You pay our band $1 million. I will full spread my asshole for you, like gaping and all of it. I'll recreate the Origin of the Feces album cover of Typo Negative for you, and you can frame it on your fucking wall. I'll sign it.
Oh my god!
And that is a promise. Let the record show. Let the record show that if that actually happened, I'm a man of my word.
and this is Quentin's interview.
Hey, $1 million, $1 million, baby. Alice got to eat. That's my baby tortoise. So
That's definitely better than $20 is $20. So.
Yeah. I'm not,
You have standards.
Yeah.
$20.
But okay.
Would you rather?
Yeah. Would you rather?
That's a dedicated episode. Don't start that shit.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I'll save that for the episode then.
So, Cody, if you're listening to this, give us a would you rather. Give us some would you rather questions.
Yeah. Shout out to Cody Kister. I hope I'm saying your last name right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how
Yeah,
it is.
Cody Kister. He's a fan of the podcast. I see him every once in a while. He's always telling me how he appreciates us making him laugh while he's listening to us at work. So, shout out to you, brother. Hope you're enjoying this shit.
It just brings a smile to my face knowing that people listen to us.
I know. I'm just like, man.
So
At least one guy's out there saying,
Right.
like, we got some chuckles out of him today, so it's cool. What's that?
So,
Yeah?
What you got to say, D?
nah,
Got something you want to share with the class?
drop the beat.
nah, mate. Crikey.
Well,
Next podcast, we're gonna have a great philosophical dissection of why must there be winners and losers, and there can be no in between.
All right.
That's actually a really good topic because there is no in between. You win or you lose.
Well,
if you ain't first, you're last. That's
I don't
movie
know.
reference,
Goddamn
guys.
right.
a lot of the stuff we've talked about tonight makes me think of that. That's been on my mind a lot lately too. So
That has been on my mind a lot lately.
So-
actually,
Winners win.
everything. It seems like everything
That's
has
not
to
what I
be
mean,
a zero-sum game, and it doesn't.
I do actually.
We need to
like,
move to a post-scarcity kind of fucking
the thing is, though,
distributed cognition kind of
so
fucking sense-making apparatus.
So once we finally achieve this euphoria of everyone's taken care of and everything, what becomes then? What becomes of us then? Are we just generic robots walking around like?
Not with my fucking
Oh,
attitude.
we will like the utopia of perfect equity.
No.
Oh,
that could
that's in
be.
a song.
Yeah, could be.
That's in one of our songs.
It could be.
That theme.
Like,
yeah.
It's
To me, I don't think
won't
we
happen.
ever reach that point because the only way to make that happen is to bring
may
everyone
I,
down
Yes,
to a horrible
go for
level. That's kind of what was tried
So-
with the USSR and shit like that. It's like
So-
and all that happened was it fucking tanked everybody.
So I can sum it up from another movie reference. Agent Smith said it best. We made a perfect utopia, and he fucking hated it.
Yeah.
So that's from The Matrix. Case Bay.
Yeah.
I just think no
the
matter
human
what,
species is
someone-
always chasing adversity.
someone will be unpleased.
Yeah.
no matter what.
no
Oh,
matter what.
absolutely. You
matter
cannot
what.
please everybody. That is a
No.
fucking fact.
And that is where the division in this country right now stems from. We need an enemy.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
not ourselves.
Yeah.
Well,
Right now, the only enemy is, our brother. You know?
yeah.
Right.
That sucks though, because then you're gonna have to pick somebody.
Well,
goes.
The fucking Australians, mate. Those motherfucking cocky ass motherfuckers.
After 9/11, how united were we against the Middle East?
Right.
And unwittingly so
Yeah.
on some aspects.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
During
But
the
rightfully
Cold
so
War,
during some aspects.
During the Cold War, how united were we?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we need,
Red
as a
Dawn,
species,
motherfucker.
we need an enemy. Wolverines!
We get aliens, man. I'm enlisting in the Space Force. That's all I'm saying.
If we get aliens, they better land somewhere north or European. If they go to the south, we're fucked.
What you mean? We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
You gonna shoot
I thought you were
first?
talking globally. I didn't think you were talking like in the United States. I was like, what's the matter with them? What?
Fuck Argentina.
Well, you know what?
Oh my god.
Actually,
Yeah.
I really want to go to Argentina.
There's a bunch of
beautiful.
Argentinian
Awesome.
Nazi youth that would probably fucking take out aliens
yeah,
too.
I forgot about
so.
that shit. Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, thanks for tuning
Boys
in.
from Brazil.
we need to get to jamming and working on our new album. So
Yes.
So
Yes,
we're
we
gonna
do.
do that. Okay.
Okay.
Again,
thanks for tuning in.
podcast off the edge at gmail.com.
Please email us questions or would you rather.
Adios. Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Gesundheit.